Hello. I just feel really badly that I realized a few videos ago I was talking about a house I had lived in with wall-to-wall roaches in the kitchen. It was so gross. And then I said how we had bombed it with the pesticides and had to stay away from the house for days. And then I said that since then I learned I told you wrong. It's sugar and boric acid, not what I said. I had said baking soda. That was the wrong. And, I do things like that more and more as I get older now. And that's why I really feel like it's time for me to do my whole long testimony before I forget everything. I say things without realizing what I said. And something important like this, I want to just make it a big point to correct. Um, so with the boric acid, which the places I bought it has always been like a hardware store, and I don't really know what people usually use boric acid for. I probably used to know, and I don't remember now. But you can buy a thing of it. Probably looks like a liter size or less plastic bottle of boric acid. You can get at hardware stores, and it's not super expensive. I don't remember how much, but it's very affordable. And you get home and you just take some of it. What I do is I'll get a bowl and mix approximately half and half, either powdered sugar or regular sugar, with the boric acid, and just kind of stir it up and get it mixed up real good. And then I use like little plastic lids, like the lids they put on milk carton containers. That when you open the lid, you get that little white cap, or just that's what I like is the little white ones because they're easy to spot if I'm looking for them, and they're small enough to fit in a lot of small places. And you can just fill them up halfway, whatever, and put them all around your house. I put them in the cabinets, in the kitchen, and in between appliances or whatever in the kitchen, on the counter, and just any kind of places I can sneak them around everywhere. Put them under the sink. Put them. They're not. It's not toxic to pets. That's what's really good. I guess they're not even interested in it. The pets don't eat this stuff, but the roaches are wired to eat it because of the sugar apparently, and you can put them in the corners of your bedroom and just any place that you just don't want them to get knocked over. So you just try to put the little lids of the boric acid and sugar in places that won't get knocked over. I have them all through my kitchen cabinets and my bathroom cabinets and bathroom counter, because they come around the bath. They like to come where there's water. Once they've had some of that, they get real dehydrated and they go for places with water. So you want to be sure to have some near the water. Um, and then you just check them every so often, every however many months or whatever. I live in a humid place, and sometimes there'll be enough humidity that they'll get solid, and I don't want them to be solid. I might just go around with a fork or something and just punch them to make them loose again. You don't always have to put a new batch in there. And it's just like magic. It's I don't like to use that word magic, but it's just miraculous how it works. And it's not going to be, it'll take a few days or maybe even a week or more, but they will start. You'll start finding dead roaches around once in a while, and just can sweep them up and throw them away. And they just don't come around as much at all. I've there was one place I lived where all of the apartments where I lived, I was told, was just covered. They had a lot of roaches, and I knew about this trick, and I am very anti-pesticides, and I consider it to be poisonous to people, and I refused to let them fumigate my apartment And I said, don't worry about it. I will get rid of them. I have a way to do it that's natural. And the guy didn't believe me, but he says, you're going to get roaches. And I said, no, I'm not. And sure enough, I didn't. I lived there for at least 2 years. And it worked great. Even though all the other apartments around me were just full of roaches. They didn't want to come in my apartment, or if they did, they didn't stay and they left. I guess word got around. So, approximately equal amounts. I think powdered sugar might be better if you have that as an option, but if you don't worry about it. Just use regular sugar. And if you don't have white sugar, then use brown sugar. That's fine. And from what I understand, it can also work with some other pests. So there. Now I've corrected my big mistake about getting rid of roaches naturally and safely. Thanks. Bye.